Hello everyone, welcome to Honara's Arts and Lifestyle channel. Before going into today's video, if you are not following me on my Instagram account, that is honaras.arts, then please do so at the earliest, and also subscribe me on my kids channel, which is Honaras Kids, for so many interesting videos for the children. I had already mentioned in many of my videos that jewelry making is a very good hobby of mine, and I really love to make jewelry. And in today's video, I just thought of giving you a little bit of tips and tricks on how to do jewelry yourself at home. Just in case if you have got pendants, then how do you convert a pendant into making like a chain kind of a mala, okay? A very simple chain mala. I will also be showing in this video on how you can use existing big malas to transform into small malas for your idols, okay? So in today's video, I will also be teaching you the basics, the very basics of jewelry making. Just in case if you are very much interested and if you have some time and if you are looking for a hobby, then this is going to be one of the most interesting hobbies that you can find. And definitely you can do jewelry for yourself, for the god idols, for your daughters, relatives, or whosoever, name it. And these jewelries are going to look so professional that it looks as if you have purchased it from a shop. Trust me on that, okay? Be it in terms of quality or be it in terms of finishing. So just in case if you also want to learn on how to make these jewelry like the way I do, then please don't miss to watch this video and many of the upcoming videos related to jewelry making. So over here, I have taken these two pendants, something which I had already shown in my videos earlier, okay? And what happens is when people purchase these kind of pendants, they will not know what to connect these pendants to or how to use it on the god, because the glue that you are going to use, it is not going to stick on the cloth really well, okay? So definitely you're going to need something over here, to be attached, and you would not know on how to attach it. So let me just explain to you on how to do this. So before I start, let me just show you the items that we are going to need. So what you are seeing over here, these are called as, the loop rings, okay? So these are available in various sizes. I think this is 5 mm if I'm not wrong. And this will be ideal in case if you are able to get a 4 mm, that should also be fine. The smaller, it's the better. It depends on what type of a jewelry you're doing. But for this kind of just attaching a chain, the smaller rings, it is the better. You should be able to get these items even on Amazon or in any of the craft shops. And the next thing you're going to need is these kind of a chain. Okay, again, these kind of chains should be available in any of the jewelry shop, or just in case if you're not able to get it in a jewelry shop, in any of the, the craft shop like Itsy Bitsy, or it should be available in any of the jewelry making shops or even in the embroidery shops also, okay? The shops from where you can get embroidery material. There will be various designs available in these kind of chains, so you can just choose whichever design you want. For me, I like this design the best, and that's why I'm going to use this today. And along with that, we are also going to need these kind of hooks. So if you observe very carefully, this kind of a hook also comes with the rings, okay? So you are not going to need any additional rings unless you want a lot of flexibility in terms of length. So these are also readily available in the same shops. And it is also available on Amazon in case you want to purchase and try it. And last but not the least, these are the jewelry making tools which we are going to need. And these are the basic 3 things that you should have. And these are not at all expensive. You should be able to find this set in 150 rupees also. I had purchased one from Amazon and I have even purchased from Itsy Bitsy and all. It's very economical. So this one is just like a cutting plier, okay? We are going to use it for cutting the wires and those kind of things. This is called as a round nose plier and this is called as a flat nose plier, okay? So if you can see, over here the surface is flat actually for this, but whereas this has got round and this has got a sharp edge. Now, first and the foremost thing is that we need to identify what length of the chain is that we are going to need. Okay, so for me, somewhere about a 2.5 inch, something like this should be suitable for any size idols, you know, starting from very small idol like 4 inches, 5 inches onwards. So that is why I'm going to, cut somewhere about 2 inches, but then I'm going to give a lot of rings at the back side so that, the length can be adjusted. So now keeping that in mind, so I think I'm going to cut it somewhere till here. Okay, just use the cutting plier to cut it. If it is going to be really hard, you will just have to press it more. Okay, so like this, just cut two lengths equivalent to each other of the same length. So once you have these two wires ready with you, the next thing is attaching it with these kind of rings. So now let me just show you on how I open the ring. So for that you are going to need both the flat nose as well as the round nose plier. So for opening a ring, just hold the ring in one of these, using one of these pliers like this. Okay, and pull the ring apart using the other one, and the ring is just going to open this way. And now use this ring to put it inside like this, and then take out one of these chains that you had actually cut. And can you see that there are holes everywhere in this chain? So you will have to make sure that the ring goes inside the very first hole. Okay, in this way. I'm not sure if it is visible. Yeah, and now just hold this side of the plier like this and press it together. Okay, if you want to make sure that the chain never comes out, make sure that you overlap the rings in this way. So once you have connected, this is how your chain is going to look like with the pendant. Okay, so now again, to fix this kind of a hook, we have to do the same thing. That is, we have to connect this part of the chain with a loop like this, and then attach it to this part of the hook and do the same thing the other side. Let me just show you on how I do it. So now you can see, after attaching one part of the hook, see, this is how neat it's going to look. And now for the hook, the other side also there is going to be a ring like this. So again, connect this ring to the chain, okay, with another loop like this. Now just see on how beautiful this necklace is going to look. And see, it looks so professional. It doesn't look like it has been made by hand. Yeah. And this is how you can actually attach the hooks and all for your god. Okay. And in case if you want, you can just attach more rings, either the loop rings, or you can just discard this hook and you can just keep on attaching these kind of rings, just in case if you want to give more length or more flexibility to the chain. And this is how simple it is to attach any of the chains for a neck piece like this. You can do the same thing just in case you are getting a pendant from somewhere, you really like the pendant but you didn't like the chain, then you can just discard the chain and buy separate chain and you can attach it. Now when I say chain, it need not be necessarily of this design. There are various other designs of the chains also which are available. Like for example, this was one of the chains that I have actually got from the market. I'm going to show you on how I'm going to transform another pendant using this kind of a chain in the same video. Okay, that is today's video, but I'm just showing you on how beautiful these chains are. Look at the beauty of this chain. Isn't it so awesome? So you can use all these kind of chains to attach with the pendants, okay, whether it is for God or for you. All you need to make sure is when you buy these kind of pendants, make sure that there are holes which are available so that you can connect the loops. That is it. So this is a very beautiful necklace which is available in American diamond set, okay, which I have already shown in my catalog. And for this beautiful piece, I'm just going to attach this beautiful chain that I had shown you just now. Okay, and let me just show you on how I do it. So first and the foremost thing, remove this because we are not going to need it. Okay, and just be very careful in case you're going to use this kind of a chain for making for God. Okay, before you cut this chain short, like for example, for making this particular pendant, I'm going to use this pendant for God. I will be using two sets of corals and one pearl, design in between. So I will be cutting this design somewhere over here. Okay, but when I do it, I want to make sure that these designs doesn't get mixed up. So how do you make sure that the designs doesn't get mixed up? I mean, it should not get tangled and all, because this has got 4 strings. So for that, what I usually do is I connect these two into my necklace first, or into my pendant first, and then I'm going to cut this the mala. Okay, now let me just do the same thing. Now do the same thing this side also. Once you have attached this pendant, it is now time to cut this chain. Okay, so whenever you are cutting the chain, let me just show you the rings which are available. I hope you are able to see the rings. Okay, so you will have to cut it near the ring. So when you are cutting near the ring, the immediate next bead which is going to be there, that is going to be a waist. So what I'm going to do over here is, I'm not going to cut it at the pearl, but rather I'm going to cut it at this gold bead, so that even if this gold bead gets wasted, that is fine with me. I'll have to cut this gold bead here and here, okay, on these circles. I shouldn't be harming the circle which is there for this one, because this is where I want to end. Okay, so you have to be very careful when you are cutting this. Okay, now you can see this is what we want. Now do the same thing over here, cut this also. Now once you have cut it this way, okay, again attach these two using the loop ring and these two using the loop ring, and then attach it to the hook. Okay, And there it is. See how beautiful this set looks, right? So in the similar way, you can actually alter any pendant to have any length of chain, and you can make it so beautifully that it actually looks as if you have purchased it from a shop and not like you have made it. Okay. When the chains are very new, it just gets tangled like this everywhere. But as and when you start using the chains, the rings and all, it gets loosened, and it's not going to happen like this. So this completes today's video. I hope you all have liked this video. If so, please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get automatic notifications every time I release a new video. Thank you.